You know when they say the only way to experience a game like Death Stranding is to play it on the absolute worst nightmare expert mode and to master every single mechanic and play it with a blindfold? Yeah, well, this dad has a different take. I'm going to be going on the easiest difficulty setting and basically playing it wrong. I could really care less. This isn't about the struggle, it's about experiencing the beautiful story of Death Stranding. So far, we have played the prologue and we have made it through the game's intense opening. We've trekked through mountains. We basically met the dying president and took her body to an incinerator and burned it. We also experienced the president's dying wishes to trek across a broken America and put it back online. And if you want to experience both of those playthroughs with me, I have a Death Stranding playlist on my channel. Just go to it, play both of those videos. The prologue does have an audio issue where you can hear the game and the game's turned up way too loud and you can't hear me. But I mean, at least you can't hear me, and you can actually hear the actual prologue. So go ahead and watch that video. And the second video I did fix the audio issue, so make sure you enjoy that as well. But what we're doing today is I've just basically made my first big delivery to Capital Knot City, and I connected to the chiral network. So let's not waste any more time and let's get at this. Now, if you guys can hear a background noise, my daughter is awake. She's watching Mikey and JJ, a YouTube channel where they have stories based off of the Minecraft video game. So you can hear her. I do apologize. I do know that some people have requested that I eliminate background noise, but again, with a 3-year-old, there's only so much background noise you can eliminate. Yeah, let's get at this. You will, if you are one of the 1,000 or 2,000, sorry, and 30 followers that follow me on X, you will be happy to know. You'll be happy to know that one like from BB. BB looks happy. Oh, cool. I guess that restores BB. That's awesome. But you will be happy to know that this midnight worker has very much caught up on sleep. Yay, go me.
Hello.
Alright, let's get going here.
Weapons restrictions lifted. Sam, if you stumble across any memory chips on the road, be sure to submit them via the nearest terminal. There's no telling what kind of rare and valuable data they might contain. You're sure to make someone very, very happy with your contribution.
So I can pick up memory chips along the way. Hi, sweetie. There's crates back there. Let's go get them. Let's not run off the cliff, dude. So while I'm experiencing the story, I'm going to try and deliver as many crates as possible. I'm not just going to fly through this story. I'm actually going to try and beat it to the best of my ability, which most will find laughable. But as long as you can have a good laugh at my gameplay, that's kind of the point here. You'll be entertained. Okay. Cool. Almost at cargo weight limit. Oh my god. Oh my god. Ooh, that was a close one. Yeah, I agree. God damn it. I don't know how he can still climb with like 100 kilograms on his back. That is so wild. I want to get back up there. Oh boy. What was that?
What's up, Sam? Your cargo's been paid. Move.
You gotta be kidding
now,
me.
before someone has eyes on you. Get to your destination ASAP if you don't want to get caught.
Oh, it's them. Oh, guess there's no more playing around. They just slow down in the water anyway. I wanted to get to that little tower there, but I guess I'm not doing that. Oh, they look cool. Oh, they're afraid of the rain. Well, that solves my problem. But that doesn't. I don't like the look of that rainbow.
Dudes gave you trouble, huh? Good thing I'm brainy. Even they know better than to mess with BTs.
Alright, let's go back to that tower.
What you looking for, dumbass?
I better save some of my stamina here. I have a feeling I'm going to need it. Those rainbows usually mean BTs. There's a bag, but I have a feeling before I get to there, there's going to probably be BTs surrounding it. And I can see the shadows. Okay, so there's that. So let's go and grab all the cases we can. Actually, alright, so let's grab all the cases we can. We need to make sure they don't get overburdened. There is a stream up ahead, according to the map. If you're overburdened going through the stream, that can be very bad. Going downhill is much easier crouching. There's so much baggage to grab. They're really, really good at tempting you. There's no way I can grab all this baggage and not be overburdened. Here we go. Alright, let's get through this. Try to keep a real close eye on how much I'm carrying. Okay, it's saying they're ahead of me. Okay. Now let's try and get through the thick of it and grab as much as we can. Okay, that's 73 kilograms. Oh, we're real close to him now. Right behind us. Holy crap, they're everywhere. What'd you do a scan, little buddy? You're insane, they are. Okay. Oh, they become visible when they're that close. Okay. Okay, I found out that you cannot save when you're in the very thick of the BTs. Now that is just cruel. 114 kilograms, I should not pick up anymore. Let's get through this. This game is very good at building suspense. Okay, let's walk around. Oh man, there is so much to pick up. Oh, they're good at tempting you. He's right on top of me, apparently.
inside.
Now there's a light station. Whoa, what is that noise? I think I made it through them. Yeah, I think I'm safe. Let's get this light station. Alright, now we gotta make it through this stream. I gotta know where to go to. Fuck, the easiest way to go. What happened to BT? Or BB? What's going on with BB?
Something wrong, Sam?
I don't know. Kid doesn't look so hot.
Nothing to worry about. Its functions are temporarily suspended, but they can be restored. I can perform the necessary maintenance at a distribution center.
Oh,
Hurry
temporarily suspended while I was going through BTs. I'm pretty sure I'm safe, but I'm not confident. Hold on, BB.
When the strain on your BB exceeds sustainable levels, it triggers the production of harmful compounds, and the body, in essence, begins to attack itself. It's called autotoxemia. If your BB's not performing to spec, drop by your private room and see if the incubator helps.
Okay, this does exactly what I thought it would do. Let's just rest. Almost there. Even crossing a stream is suspenseful. That is crazy. Vehicle? What? Looks like a battery's dead.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Okay. Really? Rest advised. My BB's almost dead. I would say so.
Wait station folks told me all about you. Sam Bridges, with the second expedition. The guy expanding the chiral network on his lonesome when he's not out making deliveries. So what'd you bring us? Let's see it. Talk about above and beyond. Thanks. Must have had to pass through BT territory to get here too, didn't you?
Yeah, huh?
They weren't joking when they said you were a legend. Okay, it's time. Do you mind connecting us to the network?
If anyone knows why it floats like it's in space, let me know.
Sam, as always, thanks for bringing more folks into the UCA.
Cycle. The hell's the happy face doing on there?
Looks like we're on the chiral network. And with those materials you brought for our chiral printer, we can produce supplies for you here as needed. Think of it as our way of returning the favor. Now head west and keep on doing what you do.
The distro center is on the network.
Sam, do me a favor. Take your BB to a private room and connect it to the incubator.
Good work.
Oh, let's show her that memory chip.
Well, would you look at this? Thank you so much, Sam.
Memory chip data restored. The following data can now be viewed via your cufflinks, frame arms, vehicle.
Thank you for your contribution.
Cool.
Your work is greatly appreciated, Sam.
Dead man, you there? Little help? Okay, Sam. Remove the pod and connect it to that incubator.
Ran in there like a panicked dad. Dude's cool under pressure, that's for sure.
Good. A temporary excess of stress. Easily addressed if we return it to its mother's womb. Mother? Located in the capital Knot City ICU. Brain dead, of course.
You mean still mother?
Correct. A still mother's womb facilitates a connection between the world of the dead and the BB. And you, in turn, connect yourself to a BB, granting you the ability to sense BTs. These pods were designed to simulate the conditions inside a still mother's womb. BBs need to believe that they're in one at all times to function properly. However, we can only maintain this deception for so long, which is why we must periodically update the environmental data by synchronizing it with a still mother via the chiral network. There. The update is in progress. Right now, the pod is synchronizing with the still mother in capital Knot City and reconfiguring its
I was worried
settings
that it was going to
based
have
on
me
the
run
latest
back
data.
to the ICU.
Returning your BB to the womb in this manner will temporarily reduce its stress levels. That being where it technically belongs, of course.
Kid looks happy.
I'll try adjusting the oxytocin dosage. I'll do the steady, much slower from now on. You should remember that BBs are just equipment. Try not to get attached. Each one has been physically removed from its still mother's womb, a process that renders them unpredictable and prone to failure. No BB on record has remained in service for over a year. It may need to be retired before this expedition is over.
And then? You saying there's no way to keep my BB alive?
You must understand, there is still a great deal we don't know about BBs. As we expand the chiral network and recover more past data, perhaps we'll find our answers. Right.
I
You asked me
assume
to look into
retirement
why
doesn't
the
mean
BTs
it
might be
gets a
reacting
cabin
to
in the
your
woods
blood.
somewhere to go gardening.
I spoke with Hartman. We should have your results soon. Anyway, get some rest. You and your BP are both exhausted. Good night, Sam.
London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady. Sam, can you see me?
How are things over there?
There's the lady in red to signify his traumatic past.
Still not chained up. Still can't leave. But if you can keep making connections, if you can get to me, we can go back east, back home. Thank you. I mean that. It's bad. There are fewer and fewer people in the cities these days. No one's having children anymore. But humans aren't made for living alone. They're supposed to come together, to help one another. And if we as a people can't do that, if we can't reconnect, then, well, it's like Bridget said, extinction.
Come on. Rebuilding America isn't going to get rid of the BTs. As long as they're still around, there's no escaping it.
But at least we'll have hope. I'll be waiting, Sam. Waiting for you. Come and find me.
That was cool.
Hello, Sam. This is Hardman. Since you're awake, it might behoove you to freshen up. To that end, why not take a shower? It's good for the body and soul, and also as it happens.
Why would him taking a shower be good for your research?
Sam, this is Hardman. Deadman relayed your request to me, and I oversee BT research. I'll be taking a sample of your shower water in order to study the effects your bodily fluids might have on a BT.
Okay.
Study other people with dooms?
Everyone in Bridges, myself and Nana. Results thus far are inconclusive. But you
Sounds
possess
promising.
other singular qualities, being a repatriate as well. I must confess to a measure of optimism.
Processing fluids, waste products, coverling, dispensing.
There, take the sample with you. Should the opportunity arise, try using it on a BT. I'm
What?
curious to see how they react.
You want me to purposely go up to a
knows?
BT
May even
and
prove
throw that at
beneficial
him?
to you. There was an old research paper detailing the effects of bodily fluids from individuals like us on BTs. It is only by recovering these materials that we can unearth the knowledge of the past. Not just the Death Stranding, but also the mystery of your body's unique properties and even our doom's affliction. There may well be hope for humanity. Sam, I have no interest in rebuilding America. I want to recover the past. Oh, it's almost time.
After you make your connections and nothing happens, then what? I said, then what?
Sam, sorry to bother you while you're taking a break, but I figured you'd want
You're
to hear
calling it
this.
a grenade, okay.
Oh, maybe it'll help you rest easier. We received a number of messages addressed to you.
not taken a look myself, but I gather they're mostly from your clients. You should see if they contain any useful information. Mail can be accessed via your cufflinks, as well as the terminal in your private room. There's something else I'd like to share with you. With the chiral network, we now have the power to reclaim our past. Data once thought lost forever from every corner of America can be pieced back together from fragmented records. Our archives are still a work in progress, of course. But as we expand the network and integrate more way stations and cities, we'll be able to recover more and more information, such as the previous expedition's logs and reports. Everything they sent back was lost when Central Knot City was destroyed. And we've managed to restore some already, in fact. You can access them from a private room terminal or your cufflinks by selecting Archives. Might make for interesting reading.
Sorry, Sam, bad news. Thanks for delivering those rare medals, Sam. Everyone at the Distro Center really appreciates you coming through for us. I'm afraid I've got some bad news for you, though. That bike you saw outside, its battery's dead. Yeah, I gathered that. I'll have to give it some juice if you want to use it. Only need to do it once, though. Auto charger should kick in after. So if we got your hopes up, and I've got some more bad news for you. Guy seems to be a bearer of bad news. You see, different facilities have to work together, sharing materials so everyone gets what they need, and to make sure that everything that's produced gets put to proper use. That's why guys like you are important. Without pores, the whole system falls apart. Whole world even. Anyway, there's this guy, George Batten, over at the way station. He used to be a reliable porter, but lately it's like pulling teeth getting him to make even the simplest delivery. Keeps bitching about being scared or not having enough oxy or whatever. Always some excuse. Even when he does agree to make a run, he's liable to lose half his load en route. So yeah, that's why we're in a bit of short on metals at the moment. I'm sure you'll soon help us put that to rights. We're counting on you. I would imagine that being terrified isn't really what you call an excuse. It's pretty good reason. Sam the man, our savior. Things are looking up here at the way station. Everything feels better somehow. We're all bright-eyed and bushy-tailed when we set ourselves up, but 3 years of isolation and loneliness will change everyone's tune. Or anyone's tune. Hell, when we first got here, we were putting up signs for porters and whatnot, but after a while, some guys got too scared to even set foot outside. When Central went up, I told myself this was it. America's done. Everyone was feeling it too, and the mood was just bleak. And then you waltzed in. I know what you're thinking. At first, I thought it was just oxytocin too, but that's not it. Not all of it. Anyhow, you gave us a glimmer of hope when we needed by bringing us into the chiral network. We're back in the game now, and thinking of putting up signs again, even watchtowers too. Before long, we'll be opening up new delivery routes, mark my words. It's still scary out there, though. All the oxy in the world won't help us deal with mules, let alone BTs. We shit ourselves every time we catch sight of one and end up dropping half our equipment. Honestly, a part of me is still a little worried that we won't be able to keep up. And that's why we need you, Sam. You're not scared of anything, right? Oh, that's not true. So go show us how it's done. Okay, there's a whole bunch of bridge babies, time fall, okay. Memory chips. Frame arms. Oh wow, that's sick. Frame arms was a series of original plastic robot figurines created by Kotobukiya, one of Japan's premier manufacturers of plastic models. Each robot shares the same basic frame architecture, with different external parts being attached to create an individual mechanoid. The Byako, or White Tiger, figure is a rare masterpiece based on one of Yoji Shinkawa's designs. The The fully realized world and captivating story behind the Frame Arms series won it many dedicated fans. I'm so glad that I could get a memory about a toy. I'm sure that will help us fight off human extinction.
Sam, we've received a distress call from the distro center staff. Check the order on the delivery terminal as soon as you're ready. That isn't what we agreed on. You said you just do everything in your power to save BB.
You are. But you cannot release it from just yet. Believe me when I tell you.
Son. So he is a father of
The
the
woman in the
BB.
mask has done nothing but lie to me. Ascending. Sam, there's something I forgot to tell you.
Yeah, I'm sure.
It's about managing the BB stress levels and reducing the risk of autotoxemic attacks. There are a few things you can do if your BB starts showing signs of distress.
Such as?
Such as take a moment to look after it. Cradle the pod, gently rock it, that sort of thing. Out of curiosity, how's it doing at the moment?
Before I answer that,
Something wrong?
when I hook up my BB, I see things.
What kind of things?
Like a face, someone I don't know, calling to me. There's this room, too, with other people talking, but I can't make out the words.
Lead-through effect. Didn't I warn you about this? You're mistaking the BB's memories for your own. They're false
Thought
flashbacks,
so.
nothing more. Let me explain. A BB is harvested from its steel mother at around 28 weeks and placed in a pod. To be clear, this is before it's even born. The procedure halts its development. But even at 28 weeks, its sensory systems have matured enough to process external stimuli. It is more than capable of encoding this information into memories, which can bleed into yours via your connection.
So who's the man I saw?
Someone from the medical team, maybe, or a BB technician, does it matter? The BB has been in circulation for a while now. It's been handled by a lot of people. How should I know which one made an impression?
'Cause you're the expert.
No one's an expert, Sam. BBs were developed decades ago in secret. They're your quintessential black boxes. We may use them, but we don't truly understand them. Believe me, I've been trying to learn more, but almost all of the old records are gone. If I find anything out, I'll tell you, all right? Dead man's honor.
Mm-mm.
While you're resting, I ran some network diagnostics. Beryllium monitoring and holographic systems are nominal. Unfortunately, our printer is offline. I know, after all the trouble you went through to bring us those materials. This one's on us. We ordered a part a while back, but it never arrived. The printer needs it to communicate with the chiral network. Mules must have snatched it, caught that porter en route or something. If I'm right, they'll have taken it to their drop site, which is smack dab in the middle of their territory. Don't suppose you'd be up for stealing us our property back? Can't think of anyone more qualified than you. Mama's added a watchtower schematic to your PCC. If you don't have it on you, consider fabricating one. Never know when you'll need to recon an area. That thing you're holding is a crystal collector. As the name suggests, it provides secure storage for any crystals you gather. Allow me to describe your quarry.
Chiral crystals appear gold to the naked eye and are frequently found in formations resembling human handprints. Surrounding rocks and debris tend to float a few feet above the ground, and they are most commonly found in areas with high precipitation. Got all that? Rain, floating rocks, golden handprints. That's your trifecta. Look for these three things and you'll find the crystals. If you've been especially observant, then perhaps you already know where to look. Order assigned.
Let us
Have a
go and
pleasant journey.
find that fabricator. Well, I plan on getting a bunch of cases and then running back and delivering them. This is a bad spot to do this. Let's not do that in the middle of a river next time. Okay, let's go get that box. I think. Okay, yeah, it is. It's behind me. Okay. Well, I didn't check to see how much that put my load at. Hopefully the next box doesn't put me over the limit. Okay, it's right to the right of me. Ignore me, bye-bye!
Yeah, I feel you.
Run! Yeah, let's drop off what I have. And then go back for more. It says if you're running low to stand still. And it's like, oh, it does work. Okay. Cool. Oh, Zoom BT's here, okay. Well, it's walking. I don't know what's going on there. It must be a glitch. Doing the funky chicken while I'm trying to walk through here. Yeah, there you are. Some crates. Ooh. I think it'll take some time, but it looks like I can do it. I can see the place I need to go to, and I might as well be 100 miles away. Saying, buddy, keep going. We're there! Okay, so I switched up my controller and I fixed the issue of him looking like he was having a spasm. I'm good now. At first I tried to restart the game or reload a save, see if that fixed the issue. It didn't. Then I tried to restart the game, see if that fixed the issue. It didn't. So at that point I'm like, okay, so it's obviously not the game. So I switched up the controllers and now I'm good.
Call it a rule or a habit, but most mules almost always bring stolen shipments home with them. Find the post box, steal back the cargo. Simple as that. But be careful. These guys are armed. Just go sideways. Be ready to fight. Mule drop sites are rarely deserted, so remaining undetected is key. Keep a low profile and move slowly to minimize noise.
Yeah, let's see if I can sneak up on this guy. Cool. My notes. And I had to unload a couple of things. I'm trying to cross the string before he notices me. I bushes. Hopefully he doesn't see. Okay, buddy, go away.
Been busy? Seems all the mules in your vicinity have been incapacitated.
Today's a good day.
Mules. Damn addicts chasing a cargo high. Shame we gotta deal with their bullshit at all. Back in the day, AI did everything. Deliveries were handled by unmanned vehicles and drones. And all we had to do was sit back and let them work. It was revolutionary. Damn near singularity. No reason for it not to take off. But it didn't. People didn't like it when we took the human element out of the service industry. So, after some consideration, we
Scale
put it
down the
back
mountain.
in. Made jobs no one really needed and gave to the folks who couldn't live without them. And from there, it snowballed. Now we got cults of cargo
Ooh, that was
chasing
close.
crazies who get off on hijacking shipments. Jackal's always on the lookout for the next porter. Make sure you're not him.
Cargo verified. Thank you.
Back, are you? You trying to put the rest of us to shame? Fine by me. Good work, Sam. It seems your connection level is increasing. As your connection level increases, larger quantities of resources will be made available to you at our facilities.
For your first piece of customization data. Distribution Center west of Capital Mall City has provided the new following hologram. Bridges Guard Macho. To use this data, gain access to level 2 or higher structure and select customized structure.
See you around. Good work. Time to get that chiral printer in working order. Sorry to push you through so much trouble, but trust me, it'll be worth it. Excellent. The unit doesn't have a scratch on it. Never doubted you'd come through for us. Dan, how are your
Bridges
shoes
boost
holding up?
level 1. Cool.
Not too well, I imagine. Conditions being what they are out there. Nothing ruins your day like shoes falling apart while you're on the job. Carry on like that, and it's only a matter of time before you injure yourself. I've arranged for boots to be added to your supplies. Bridges standard issue, so they ought to fit you fine. You should always carry
Your
an
pair
extra
of
pair.
kicks. Thanks,
But
buddy.
if you
Appreciate
forget
that.
or run into trouble, you can fabricate another via a terminal at one of our many facilities.
Usually I'm the one getting shoes for everyone else as a dad. Good to see someone giving me free shoes, especially when I do so much running around for them. New interview data acquired. Necrosis and the ancient Egyptian view of life and death 2 years ago. Distribution center west of Capital Mall City.
See you around.
Congratulations, Sam. I understand you now have access to a chiral printer. An extraordinarily useful device that can only function because of the manner in which our network utilizes the beach, enabling us to transfer massive volumes of data instantaneously. Since under normal circumstances such transfers would take hours, if not days, some have speculated that the chiral network might, in essence, be a time machine. That it is transmitting data into the past. Suffice it to say, we have yet to fully grasp the fundamental nature of the network and the beach which we have come to rely upon. One might liken our relationship with it to that of primitive man's with fire. Is it useful? Quite. Is it dangerous? Undeniably so. Nevertheless, we have decided that the reward outweighs the risk. Furthermore, as the BTs are linked to the beach, it stands to reason that further study and experimentation could be of considerable benefit. The same could be said regarding you, of course. Rest assured, I will keep you apprised of what I learn. You have my word. Good morning, Sam.
So here's the necrosis interview. The Egyptians believed that we humans were composed of two elements, the Ha and the Ka, the body and the soul. Various texts expound upon their nature in detail. Perhaps it is the simplest to conceive of them as follows. The soul is that which joins the child in the womb and gives life to the body. It is also that which departs the body upon death. Ergo, the body is simply a vessel. Should the soul return to it, it will live again. This is precisely what is observed in near-death experiences, a soul separated, albeit briefly, from its body. The Egyptians believed death not to the Egyptians believed death not to an instantaneous change of state, but a process by which the soul moves from one realm to another. But this process itself has changed thanks to the Death Stranding. In the normal order of things, when death occurs, the soul vacates the body and passes into the scene. From there, it transitions to the beach, and only then on to the world of the dead. But after the stranding, a soul that has already made its journey to the beach may attempt to return to its body in this world. Oh, that's cool. It is hard to believe at first, but the process of necrosis provided proof of the phenomenon that was difficult to deny. This is why it is imperative that we burn bodies of the dead. The body must be destroyed to sever the link with the soul. Only then will the soul be free to journey to the world beyond. Okay, so it's basically taking ancient Egyptian belief and putting it into the game bit so that when people die, what used to happen is the soul used to go to the land of what the Egyptians believed was the dead, but now the soul is leaving the body and trying to return back to the body, and that's what makes BTs. That's pretty cool. The child network. So the core infrastructure is complete. The basic Cupid-ready child network is set up, is good to go. Now all we have to do is connect the central knot city to capital and prove that it actually works. Sadly, I won't be here to see it. I've been assigned to the expedition team's second group, so I'll be heading west with the others. But the people in charge here are the best of the best. They'll have a network operational inside of they'll have the network operational inside of 3 years, just as planned. I'm sure of it. This is from Mama. And while they're seeing to that, we'll be visiting towns and whatnot across the country and putting the facilities in place for when things are finally up and running. Emily and the others in the lead group will be forging the connections and laying the groundwork to make sure everything goes to plan. Afterwards, we'll just need to link it all up with the operational cupids, and that should be that. Heh. It's kind of like the Apollo missions back in the day. They used a three-stage rocket to get to the moon, right? We're using a three-stage process to do something almost revolutionary. 2 years ago, distribution center, West Knot City. It's been about a year now since we came here with the rear guard. The first folks through did us the favor of setting up the chiral relay and patching things up before we arrived. So we're doing all right. Not so sure about everyone else though. Folks back home sound kind of freaked out. We don't know what's going on in the central or capital, let alone how Emily and others who kept heading west are doing, but something doesn't feel right. What's more, a lot of guys have developed some kind of agoraphobia, like the thought alone of going outside scares the shit out of them. See, the distro centers and way stations around these parts here aren't like the ones left back east. They're much more isolated out in the middle of nowhere. Can't help but feel cut off from the world, and there's not a lot of staff on hand either, which means you often have to do the work of two guys, which can make things much lonelier too. And then you factor in the terrorism rumors. Also, is it just me or does it feel like there's more mules out there these days? Don't get me wrong, I know they're not out to get us. Well, they are now. All they want is our cargo, right? That means they're out to get you. Well, that doesn't change the fact that they're not making our work any easier, especially since a lot of these guys used to be first-rate porters. Oh, mules used to be first-rate porters. Interesting. And could run rings around us if they hadn't, even run rings around us if they hadn't. Still, for now, the network systems are up and running, and we're just holding out for the day when the second expedition comes through with a working Cupid. Till then, we'll keep things chugging along. That much we can do for bridges and country. Am I right? Okay, so we connected another headquarters to the chiral network, and then we went and got that printer for them and knocked out a few of the mules. So we met the mules and we found out that they go down pretty easy, probably because I'm on the easiest difficulty setting. And I'm imagining if I was on a harder difficulty setting, they would have caught me sneaking up for them, and probably hiding in that bushes probably wouldn't have worked. So if you are playing on a harder setting, I wouldn't suggest hiding in those bushes. I would have, if I was playing on a harder difficulty setting, I probably would have tried to avoid that mule altogether. But if you do like what I'm doing here, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe as well. That does tell the algorithm that I'm doing a good job, and it trusts my content more and throws it at more people to watch. So that's it for now, and I'll catch you on the next one. I'll probably be playing this again tomorrow.